Hello, dear friends. I don't like materialistic transhumanism, but I must report this project to know where it is going. I don't think it will succeed, because turning human beings into machines is not part of the divine plan. Opinion piece. Initiative 2045. Russian Project Avatar. 6. Digital Immortality. 6 human robot avatars. Funded by a Russian billionaire. The Dalai Lama supports this initiative. Will robots surpass humans? Seeking cybernetic immortality by 2045. US will pay Jef Bezos to colonize space. Direct divine intervention, petition signing interfered with. Violent eruption of Semeru volcano into southern Java Island. Elderly Greek priest accuses Pope Francis of being a heretic. NASA bets on lasers to improve dialogue between space and Earth. Let's start. Ever wish you could be in two places at the same time? The X Prize Foundation wants to make it a reality to build robot avatars that can be controlled from at least 100 kilometers away. The word avatar has three very different meanings. In the Hindu religion, it is the earthly incarnation of some deity, especially of Vishnu, as in the case of Krishna. But in modern computing, it means the graphic representation of a user's virtual identity in digital environments. In other words, the meaning has been degraded from spirituality to materialism. In our language, we talk about the vicissitudes of life to refer the changes and vicissitudes that we experience in our existence. Scientists in several countries around the world are already developing technology that ensures the creation of a prototype artificial human body within the next decade. The biggest technological project of our time will become the creation of such an artificial human body and the subsequent transfer of individual human consciousness to it. Russian billionaire Dmitry Pskov is the leader of the strategic social initiative 2045 of the $10 million X Prize Foundation, whose goal is to create and realize a new strategy for the spiritual enlightenment of humankind based on 5 principles of high spirituality: culture, ethics, science, and technology. And Pskov is today seen as one of the world's leading experts in the use of genetic manipulation to create human superpowers, such as our reports. I talked a lot about spirituality, but they do not believe in the systems of the human soul, but only a brain mind that could be transferred to a computer. In my opinion, this has a lot of computer science and very little spirituality. Immortality. From the ancient alchemists of imperial China, the Inca priests, through the consumption of ambrosia in classical Greece, the famous philosopher's stones of the alchemists, and the fountain of eternal youth of Ponce de Leon in Florida, legends, myths, and quests for immortality dot human history. The 2045 initiative claims that it will be in that year that human beings will defeat death, and it will not be thanks to prodigious substances or strange medical procedures, but by the hand of technology, robotics, and artificial intelligence. The Dalai Lama supports Project Avatar 2045. The 2045 initiative has received the blessing and support of the Dalai Lama. Dmitry Tskov, founder of 2045, met with the 14th Dalai Lama at his residence in Dharamsala, Makleotganj, in Himachal Pradesh, a small mountain village in the northern India. Definition: Initiative 2045 is a non-profit organization developing a network and community of researchers in the field of life extension, focusing on combining brain emulation and robotics to create forms of cyborgs. It was founded by Russian entrepreneur Dmitry Tskov in February 2011, with the participation of Russian specialists in the field of neural interfaces, robotics, artificial organs, and systems. Philip van Nedervelde holds the position of Director of International Development. Dmitry Tskov is a Russian entrepreneur, billionaire, and founder of New Media Stars, a web-based media company. He earned £1 billion from his Moscow-based news publisher. Tskov is best known for being the founder of Initiative 2045, which aims to achieve cyber immortality by 2045. Tskov started his foundation in 2011. The project. The Avatar project is one of the outstanding life extension projects in the design of an artificial humanoid body called Avatar, and an advanced brain-computer interface system. On the biological side, a life support system will be developed to house a human brain inside the Avatar and keep it alive and functional. A later phase of the project will investigate the creation of an artificial brain to which the original individual consciousness can be transferred. Driven by Russian billionaire Dmitry Tskov, the Initiative 2045 project was born in 2011 with very clear objectives: to develop robotic technology and artificial intelligence to the point where they surpass human beings in everything, navigating between ethics, philosophy, and engineering. The initiative assures that humankind needs to use all its technological power to improve and evolve the human being itself and not only its environment. The project works hand in hand with the theory of the technological singularity, a time around 2045 when robotics and artificial intelligence would surpass human abilities. Tskov argues that within 3 decades, robots will not only be smarter than humans, but will be able to replicate themselves in smarter and smarter machines. Thus, humans could transfer their consciousness to these perfect machines and live forever. Avatar Project Milestones. First one, Avatar A, 2015-2020. A remotely controlled robotic copy of the human body. Second, Avatar B, 2020-2025. An avatar with human brain transplanted at the end of life of a human being. Third, Avatar C, 2030-2035. An avatar with an artificial brain to which a human personality is transferred at the end of a human being's life. It is estimated that the first successful attempt to load one's personality into a computer would occur around 2035. Fourth, Avatar D. A hologram is as an avatar. A hologram-like avatar or diagram. This is the ultimate goal of this project, but is optional. Foundation. Founded by Russian entrepreneur Dmitry Tskov in February 2011 with the participation leading of Russian specialists in the field of neural interfaces, robotics, artificial organs, and systems, the main goals of Initiative 2045 are 3. First, creation and realization of a new strategy for the development of mankind to meet the challenges of global civilization. Second one, creation of optimal conditions that promote the spiritual enlightenment of humankind. Third one, realization of a new futuristic reality based on 5 principles: high spirituality, high culture, high ethics, high science, and high technology. The 2045 Initiative's major scientific mega-project aims to create technologies that will enable the transfer of an individual's personality to a more advanced non-biological career to extend life, even to the extreme of immortality. The project devotes special attention to enabling the fullest possible dialogue between the world's major spiritual traditions, science, and society. A large-scale transformation of humankind comparable to some of the major spiritual and science and technology revolutions in history will require a new strategy to overcome the existing crises that threaten our planetary habitat and the continued existence of humankind as a species. Initiative 2045 hopes to realize a new strategy for humanity's development and, in doing so, create a more productive and satisfying future. The 2045 team is working to create an international research center where leading scientists will engage in research and development in the fields of anthropomorphic robotics, living system modeling, and brain and consciousness modeling, with the goal of transferring individual consciousness to an artificial career and achieving cybernetic immortality. The initiative organizes an annual congress called the World Future 2045 in order to provide a platform to discuss humanity's evolutionary strategy based on cybernetic immortality technology, as well as the potential impact of such technology on future society, politics, and the global economy. Curious. That's news. US to pay Bezos to colonize space. The NASA Space Agency has allocated more than $415 million to 3 companies, including Jef Bezos' Blue Origin, to design private space stations and other commercial destinations in orbit. NASA bets on lasers to improve dialogue between space and Earth. The Space Agency is launching a new laser-based technology into orbit this weekend that aims to revolutionize communications and data transmission between space and Earth in preparation for a future named return to the Moon in 2025, which will pave the way to Mars. Violent eruption of the Semeru volcano in the south of the island of Java, where at least 1 person has perished and dozens have been injured by an avalanche of incandescent ash that has affected several nearby towns. La Palma volcano reactivates. The Cumbre Vieja volcano of the Canary island of La Palma resumed its activity late on Thursday, recording intense moments in which lava and ash spewed from the northeast flank of the volcanic edifice. Society. Pope Francis is accused of being a heretic. An elderly Greek Orthodox priest shouted, in quotes, "Pope, you are a heretic," as Pope Francis entered the Orthodox Archbishopric of Athens on Saturday and was taken away by police. A dog rides a horse in the street. According to the owner, his pet, in addition to riding, also enjoys riding a motorcycle. A dog has won the sympathy of the residents of the Brazilian city of Alto Horizonte for his skill as a rider, after being captured on video while walking down the street riding a horse with his owner. A Chinese student pretends to be a socialite and leads a luxurious life for a month without spending anything. In quotes, although I am poor, I was able to enter the world of the rich and get their things for free. I wanted to break the rules. Close quotes. So Jackie, a 23-year-old Chinese girl, spent 3 weeks in May in Beijing leading a luxurious lifestyle without spending a single yuan. The young woman pretended to belong to high society by wearing expensive-looking clothes, fake jewelry, and fake Hermes bag. Interference. The controllers are constantly interfering with the signing of the petition for direct divine intervention. I watched the petition for 10 minutes, and out of over 50 new signatures on the execution line with names, only 5 were added to the number of petition subscribers. In other words, they stole more than 10 signatures on the petition in just 10 minutes. They are blocking the petition, and that is why it has not yet reached the minimum number of signatures of 145,000. Words of wisdom. The real reasons for societal changes around the world. As we observed electromagnetic distortions occurring around the planet affecting cloud cells, jet streams, and agriculture, it is necessary to ask if the great solar shift is the reason for the hasty changes we are seeing in society. Life gets in the way of light workers by Luna. We all want our families to be well and see the truth of things in our world. And you just wanted them to be so excited about all the amazing things that await us all. Then I realized that they can't see it, and that I had to allow them to do it at their own pace. Don't close any doors, even if they hurt you. They are not really themselves. We are not here by accident, but we were charged by holding the light for humankind during the transition, including Mother Earth. Now many of us will take on a greater role in her protection. We cannot heal until we are all free of the chains that bind us. Then we must know the truth, because then and only then can we truly see all the pieces and the truth of our existence, and then we will feel complete. All we have been doing is existing, but soon we will be back to living in peace and harmony, and with more love than we could have ever imagined. Even Mother Earth is transforming with us. We were to be her guardians. We need each other. It is as if we are connected inside our bodies because we need air to breathe and water to live. Everything on this planet needs water to survive. It was our responsibility to make sure our air and water were clean, and we failed miserably. But now we have the opportunity to recreate our new Earth and learn from the mistakes of the past. You are ascending. You never walk alone, by Santa Surfing. Are you ascending? Are you growing spiritually every day? Are your actions today going to have an impact on your life, on someone else's life tomorrow? How do we live our life today to do something important? It's your daily walk through life bringing you closer to your goal. Do we allow negative people or things to get in our way? And not at all. If we are all on a divine mission to bring truth to light from front and center, and stay on the path of helping humankind, then changes will surely happen for the better ultimately. The power of positivity is powerful because it is filled with faith. We know that our Creator never lets us down. He has chosen you for a reason and a purpose. Message from Sirius. Message from Sirius through T. Grace Sirius. Much will change in the next 10 years as all souls learn to live in this new frequency that has not been experienced on Earth for millennia. Your body is changing from carbon to crystalline silicon, and more DNA strands are changing. The human body is experiencing new chakras, which you have not been aware of in the past. You, as light workers, have done an amazing job of informing your friends and family of what you know, but many are still asleep as to how the darkest element on Earth has been trying to keep souls in darkness. Do not worry about them, for they too will eventually awaken. The mere fact that you are in their lives will have helped them on their way, but now it is time for them to contemplate their own path to this new future. You have done an amazing job in helping others to awaken, but now it is time to go within and work on yourselves to be the best that you can be, and in turn this will help awaken others to their own soul's journey. It is also time for you to come together in groups to work on the future in your own community, as the three-dimensional world collapses around you. In truth, life will never be the same again, but it will change for the better. There is much to be done to help Gaia clean up her environment. There is much to work to be done for the flora and fauna, which has been so affected by the dark side, as we have said before. Energies and technologies will come to light that have been hidden from view by the dark side. New ways of thinking about health will come to light. Your history will be turned upside down, as more truth about what has been hidden from you will be seen in plain sight. Never forget that every soul here on Earth incarnated today to be part of the Great Awakening. Your personality may have been forgotten, but the soul has not, and the soul will continue to do the work it was meant to do. There are no accidents or coincidences. If a soul has not awakened at this particular time, there may be nothing more that you can say or do now to help it. It is time to let your own soul awaken the personality. All you can do now is talk to them in your dreams to send them your light and love. Their time will come, and they may or may not say that you helped them. Soon you will begin to see your official media coming out with news that you all thought you would never hear. Many of you will have known and understood what the dark side have been doing for centuries, and gradually you will be coming to accept what these dark souls have been doing. However, when the news reaches the rest of the population, many will be desperate for humankind. You, as light workers, will be there to pick up the pieces, so to speak, and help with the healing that will be needed. And that's all for today. Thanks a lot, dear friends.